Hello all, welcome to another episode. Today I have Shalendra joining in from Red Hat Consulting India. Shalendra,
Yeah. Hi all, and thanks Rajiv for calling me in.
super cool. Today we're going to be talking about a scenario, the use case that we are working together. This is a large, I would say the top three insurance company based out in India, and this company has invested into building OpenShift as a platform. On top of OpenShift, they wanted to build a cloud native API or the integration solution. The technology used there were 3Scale and Fuse. A bit of background to why this was a path chosen was that they were running a lot of SOA-based web services, and they realized that was not a suitable technology in 2020. And hence, they were rewriting all their business capabilities into REST-based APIs. In fact, if I remember the numbers correctly, it was somewhere around 150 to 200 REST-based APIs were on the catalog to be built upon. OpenShift was decided to be a platform, and with this OpenShift, it was deployed on virtual machines with fixed or static IPs, which means UPI was the only solution or the option for them. With that, I would just let Sharnara explain the key success criteria and also the focus point for this section. Sharnara?
Yeah. So let me share my screen. So do let me know once it's visible.
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah. So what you see is a high-level architecture block diagram of OpenShift cluster. So in the MG, in the below end, what you see is a master node and all the hosts, what has been deployed. And on the DMG, there is a hardware load balancer. So by default, we know the API int domain name is required with a cluster name dot domain name as well as star dot apps. The key success criteria what customer were looking, the one of the measure was to change the star dot apps into their something which they can utilize for both internet and intranet traffic like star dot digital dot myinsurancecompany.com, and the second was to onboard an application which uses a different domain name like code.myinsurancecompany.com. So this were the success criteria what customer were looking.
Cool. So makes sense. So what that means is that you need to override apps with something else. In fact, you're playing with the default wildcard subdomain for this particular customer. Awesome. So if you can just explain us a little more on were there any technical constraint or the way the architecture was designed internally to this particular customer?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So one of the part was the whole cluster is deployed in the MG. The second constraint or ecosystem what we have to consider is we have to go with the UPI based deployment. In IPI, we can't change those values. And the third is so it's not recommended to change the default domain name post deployment. Why? Because there are a lot of certificate which would be created out of the box by the cluster during the deployment. So it's not recommended we do any changes post deployment. Yeah.
All right, understood. I think in that case, then probably we can just get started with the key steps, probably which is required to make this configuration change.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, so you need to create an install config, and I have taken a backup of the install config. Let me show you how a install config would look like. It's a default simple where I'm using a base domain. So I'm using a different base domain. Then what is my cluster name? It's OCP4, and then you need to provide all those details. So this is a pretty much default install config which I am using.
So just
Once you
so looking at your YAML file, it looks like it is being deployed on the bare metal as a sample here.
Yes, so it's deployed on a bare metal. That's very nice observation, Razi. So the platform I have selected is a none, so it's a bare metal.
All right.
And so once the install config is ready, what I will do, I will create a manifest file. So once you create a manifest file, you would be seeing a two folder directory would be created, manifest and OpenShift. It's always a best practice to keep those as a backup. Why? As soon as I run my create manifest, the one thing you would have observed, my install config YAML has been converted into manifest and OpenShift. So backup is important so that if you want to do some rerun these steps, you always have those things. Okay. The next important thing is where to change that domain name. So you will have to go inside a manifest. Okay. I typed the wrong query. So I would be going inside a manifest. Then you will find a lot of YAML file which is created by the OpenShift. And the important YAML file which you require is the cluster ingress02config.yaml file. This file needs to be updated with the domain name which you are looking for. If you see out of the box, it creates a apps dot your domain, your cluster ID dot your domain name which you provide. Instead of that, I can rename it to of my choice. So what I have to do, you will have to delete, update this value with the what we are looking for. Right now we are looking for digital.myinsuranccompany.com, and you will have to save this file. Now once you have updated this manifest file, you will have to create a ignition config so that I can pass this to my CoreOS operating system. So this is how I am creating those files. Okay, now if I see, you will see those manifest and OpenShift has been gone, and you get all the ignition file for the bootstrap, for the master, and for the worker. Okay. Now, and then you have to follow the same procedure what you follow to do your deployment. You pass this file to the operating system, you get your server up and running, and then you complete your installation. I have a
Yeah.
cluster running.
Yeah, that's a very important point. So probably the users can find the link of the bare metal way or the default way of deployment in the link below. That should work for the users. Yeah, go ahead, Chandra.
So yeah, so I have a cluster up and running where I have changed the default FQDN star.apps into asset sync. Uh, so let me show you the default, all the route what has been created. That cluster is running. Yes. So if you see the console route, what you see, you will find asset sync instead of apps. Okay, this is how I have used to create to update the domain name for the default. Any application, this was my application which I onboarded with doing OC expose. As you see, it uses the default domain name instead of apps. It was my name, customized name, asset sync. So one of the success criteria, if you remember, I said like to onboard a custom domain name application like code.myinsuranccompany.com, which we can always create on top of OpenShift platform. So this is how my both of the application would look like, both of the routes. I'm simply trying to hit and see, okay, my application is, the domain name is getting resolved and all those things. My application is running on API 1. I get a response, no issue. I have a different domain, quote my insurance company. The DNS is getting resolved, perfect. My application is device. It's a simple HTTP application server which is running a home page. So
That's
this
cool.
is
Chandra, so do you also want to share and show the how did you override the custom host for to make this happen?
yes. So let's say I have deployed this HTTPD example. What I have to do, you have to create a route. So once ever you create a route, let's say you give a name to test, okay, and then in the host name you will have to provide the host name what you are looking for. Let's say if I'm looking a route, complete host name would be like my demo1.digital.myinsurancecompany.com, and you have to make sure it points to the correct service. So this is the HTTP service, correct port, and I just have to create. Okay. Somehow it's DNS. I have removed, then I'm not sure why it's giving an issues. So let me copy. Something is happening. Like test one. Again, I'm giving some host name would be my again test code. Host name you have to provide. I have to provide a service, a target port. Test is already agreed. My bad. Test one. Okay. Yes, this is how you create a route with a custom domain. Now I can see my both test one running at my different domain name.
Yep. So as long as the name is getting resolved, it will point and the whole traffic will go via the same
Yes.
WIP or a different WIP to your infrastructure node with the router, and it will reach the application. That's the flow.
Yes.
All right, cool. Makes sense. So thanks a lot. That was awesome, Sharendra. I think users can actually, the viewer can find the commands that you just executed in the link below, and that should be useful. All right. So thanks a lot, Sharendra, for sharing
Yeah.
all that which we did for the customer. See you in the next episode.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Nazir. Bye bye.
Thanks.